Good day, everybody. We're here for another collective reading. I hope everybody is well. We'll just get stuck in and see what we've got going on. Might be some changes going on. So let's see what's happening in the collective energy. Alright, so we're going to just start off with a couple of those messages here. So what's happening? So I hope everybody's having a blessed day. Mine's starting off pretty slow today. My energy's a little bit low. Not low, but slow, I should say. We've got tiger, we've got a kangaroo in reverse. There's an assault here in the autumn. There may have been an assault in the autumn. A promotion of an assault. Somebody wants... It's just like somebody's... proposing to assault somebody. Autumn, this is past, we've got past energy. A bank teller is in reverse. A settlement. Something to do with a settlement. Promotion, assault. Promotion, assault. Promotion, assault. Somebody promoting an assault, breadcrumbing, tiger. Promotion of an assault. Well, I'll go straight into the tarot, I think. Ooh, I feel hot all of a sudden. Just a minute. Okay, I'm back. So let's have a look at what's going on here. So something in the past, or somebody from the past, could have promoted an assault. Or somebody wanted to, like, assault somebody's promotion. Somebody might have been promoted, but somebody assaulted, like did something to cause a loss of a promotion, something like that. We've got a King of Swords here, and we've got an Ace of Wands, so somebody's new beginning. Like that promotion could have been somebody's new beginning in the yellow brick road, and somebody in this King of Swords could be an official person. Like ordered an assault to stop somebody's new beginning. It sounds like a military or police, some sort of an official. Queen of Cups is in reverse. A mother figure that's not very motherly. Somebody didn't want to be left out in the cold. They missed an opportunity and they didn't want to be left out in the cold. So they ordered an assault on someone's promotion. Strength, weak. So we've got strength. And the Six of Pentacles, which is out of balance. So the assault was to do with somebody's finances, but somebody showed strength to overcome a situation and found stability. So yeah, somebody's promoted an assault to cause somebody an imbalance in finances. So there's no illusion here, in the past. Somebody's in regret, I've missed an opportunity. They wanted to cause somebody to miss opportunity to be independent. In the autumn. What's the autumn? Oh, lies. Oh my God, this... Did I not just say somebody ordered an assault? That was 2 fighter jets that just went over. Well, we know what's just happened in America, don't we? So, promotion of an assault. This is something to do with the autumn and the past. We've got a liar here. And of course the 6 of Cups is the past as well, or it's family. Yeah, and I think Australia's just you know, announced allegiance to America's assault on Iran. It could have something to do with that. Devil, untempered. So this is the devil, last-ditch efforts. It was something I noticed about Donald Trump yesterday and his goons that were standing around him, you know, like, notice they had red ties and black suits, the goons. Trump was wearing a blue suit, you know, that claims, you know, leadership of blue, but the red and the black with the goons gives me Nazi energy. I did a reading on, it was an accidental reading I did on Trump a few months ago, and I couldn't upload it, it wouldn't upload, and it was on about, you know, like, cause how he came across, like, oh, he was the saviour from, you know, like, you know, like the system, basically. He was going up against the system, that powers that be, but it was all a big ploy, right? Because and he came up as to be relieving people's poverty and shit like that, and but in the reading it came up that he was just going to put all the money into arms, you know, and you know the people weren't going to benefit from it at all, and that was what I got. And he was coming up like Nazi energy, and here we had this. You know, I don't know whether I'll be in trouble for saying that. I doubt it. You know, I mean, everybody says whatever. You know, I'm just little old me, right? Star. Yeah, this is giving me that energy, the star energy. Ooh, got karma. This is somebody standing up on the podium, right? Looks just like him. announcing. This is what I couldn't get either. You know, like apparently he's bombing Iran's nuclear, whatever the fuck it is, you know. But if they're going to bomb the nuclear, what is it called? A nuclear plant or whatever the fuck. You know, isn't that just going to blow everyone up? What the fuck? This is dangerous as hell, right? Okay, Queen of Cups. Resources. Somebody overindulging in power. Yeah, not. Somebody doesn't want somebody to be sovereign. There we go. That's what it's always about, right? Taking over resources and not wanting people to be sovereign. You know, having to live within the system, not being able to be independent. You know, I've really seen that when you know, America, you know, like when they went up against, they started to tap in at Yemen, and the Yemen people were very independent. You know, they just lived, they didn't have to be a part of the global society. You know, they were living independently, and that's what it's about. See, sovereign in reverse, no missed opportunity. Six of Pentacles, Temperance. Because they want to collect up all the resources. It's an untempered imbalance. Non-stop. Yeah, so this is like collecting up all the resources, holding them, and just, you know, like breadcrumbing the people. That's the whole plan. Feeding who they want to feed and discard the rest. 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, they're not holding back any money here for this assault. They're not holding back this money for this assault. Now remember, these things happen in the micro and the macro, right? So from the macro level, this is a big picture global, to a country, to a city, to a town, to a community, to a family group. But the patterns are the same energies down the line, right? That's how come we have collective readings. The energies match on micro and macro level. The strength here, we've got the Death and we've got the Pentacles. Strength of Pentacles. So somebody wants to mess up somebody's strength. It's their power, which is in the Pentacles, right? The resources. And this assault is to cause somebody's ending of their resources. Strength. Table's a bit dusty. Strength. Wounded warrior. This is wounding the people, the soldiers. See, we already knew this was going to happen too, because there was a big promotion of the military and the armed forces, right? Through the I don't know whether to say the empire, the armed forces, the UN Security Council, United Nations. There was a big promotion through the United Nations on, promoting the armed forces. And I noticed it here, like in, way back, I knew it already was, they were already sort of preparing for this about 20 years ago. And they were already promoting the armed forces and whatnot, preparing. It's been a long preparation, preparing people's psyche to actually engage. Yeah, and put people into like poverty, so that then when they offer them positions in the armed forces, they take it, because otherwise how are they going to pay their bills, because they took away all the means of employment. There's no other means of employment. That's all they were offering them. That's all they were offering them in places like, I can't name the organisations, but like they were targeting young people who were in poverty, specific organisations to promote the armed forces to them. And these people are often not well educated, and well, this is why they get put into these positions of, and kept in poverty, so that they can't get the education to understand actually what they would be for defending or promoting. This is a promotion of assault. This is not a defence. This is a promotion of assault. That's what it says. I don't give a fuck. The Hermit is in reverse, coming out of Hermit, coming out of a bind. There's no other, not having any other choice. Bind and end. Coming out of Hermit to bind and end with this assault. Coming out of the Hermit mode, which is the preparation. This is a long-term preparation. This is a long-term premeditated action to bind a community, an individual, a whole society, a whole country. You see what I mean by the macro and the micro? To end. To bind and end. Looking in from the outside. Is there dead people in there? Somebody's looking in windows or something, and they're seeing people dead. Or somebody. To bind and end. Soul and wound. Lovers, partners. To cause death. Partnering up to cause death. They're telling lies. We've got the Ace of Swords here. It's in reverse. To end. A partnership. I don't know who is partnering maybe with Iran. For them to want to stop a partnership in some way. On the micro level, it's some other partnership. Ace of Swords. What is this like? Love situation. into somebody's love. On the micro, right? We're going to jump backwards and forwards here from the micro to the... Somebody's not heartbroken that they ended somebody's love situation. Somebody's Ace of Cups. It can be platonic, it doesn't have to be like lovers. They didn't care. They lied to end somebody's what somebody's got going on. So what somebody was building in this cup, this is giving me like somebody working on something here that they're passionate about, and there's somebody helping them, you know, by bringing something to the cup, you know, to help them do something, right? So somebody told lies about this to cause this ending. This is a lie situation for sure. Ten of Pentacles. Put a lot of money into this. But this has been a long time coming. Everything's staged. That's what we've got to remember as well. Everything's staged. Nothing is what it looks like on the outside. Six of Cups. The Knight of Pentacles, an offer. An offer was made for somebody's cup, somebody's resource. Is this uranium? Uranium's yellow, right? With the Six of Cups. And on the micro, this could be a family situation or past. Somebody now wants to make an offer. What is this offer? Knight of Pentacles. Partnership, yeah. Two of Cups. Macro level. The UN. Partnerships. Making an offer. What's this offer? Stability. Offering stability. Ooh, offering stability, and then there's the Ten of Swords. Look at that. No missed opportunity for this group. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Bottom. At the bottom. This is making an offer. Someone from the past could be making somebody an offer, like going back to micro level. Somebody from the past could be making somebody an offer, right? The Two of Cups to bring them stability. But it's a trap. Take it as it resonates on a macro level as well, right? It's a trap. It's offering stability, but it's not. It's a Ten of Swords. What seems like a solid offer. This is a repetitive situation from the past. And this is premeditated, like long time. The star is invested. It's invested in this investment, waiting for their ships to come in. Waiting for the results, waiting for the ships to come in. You can see the assault on the horizon, smoke and shit bellowing off. I can just see this as like smoke and that being bellowing off, and this person's waiting for the results. Looking in the window. Looking for this is somebody waiting for the results of their investment, what they did, what they invested in. Page of Cups. Juggling. Three of Wands. Queen of Wands. For this Queen of Wands, not left out in the cold, and no illusion. Well, you didn't want to be left out in the cold. There's no illusions for this Queen of Wands. Illusions uncovered. Illusions uncovered with the Lovers. They're not left out in the cold. Lovers. Information. Because the star was waiting for information, right? I'm getting the Queen of Wands as an alliance, and there's no illusions about it. They don't want to be left out of this fight. They're partnering up. They got a message, or they're watching. They're spying. Somebody's spying on this partnership. All the partnership has come together to spy, to watch. They don't want to be left out in the cold. This group, wish fulfillment in reverse. There's no wish fulfillment for a King of Pentacles to be sovereign. This might be the person that's been assaulted. This is Ten of Swords. I said Ten of Pentacles, but it's Swords. Knight of Cups. Oh. Just wanted to throw itself on the ground then. An offer. This is the false offer. This is the false offer. This is like an apology or a negotiation or something. Coming with the Knight of Cups, with this Knight of Pentacles offering a partnership for stability, but this is false because we've got this Ten of Swords here. If somebody wants to sabotage somebody's offer, because they've got wind of this partnership. The lie. The victory. Bringing someone undone. Pulling apart a community with lies. And they didn't care about the deaths. They don't care about the deaths. The endings of somebody's lives. You know, like somebody's love. Ace of Cups. And community. Not juggling. The Three of Pentacles in reverse. Not coming. Chariot. To calm the waters. The Chariot's not moving to calm the waters. This is kind of like giving like divide and conquer, you know, like the Chariot in reverse. Not coming. Somebody not coming across the water. Somebody's not coming across the water. Somebody might not be engaging or something like that. Not engaging maybe like they thought they were. Because somebody can see this trap. So there might be somebody in amongst this, or a group in amongst this, that has decided to, or they've seen the lie. About, you know, someone's allies. So, or somebody, a would-be ally, might be not engaging, not coming. Somebody. What is it, Four of Swords? Money. Stopping somebody's flow, stopping somebody's money. Someone's got their guard up on their money. Yeah, they don't. Somebody doesn't want somebody to be sovereign, independent, right? And that's why this assault's been ordered. But also this assault was caused on the micro level. Somebody didn't want somebody to be independent. They wanted them bound. And guarded, it's like bound by the pocket, you know what I mean? Binding somebody's resources. Nine of Wands. code of keeping them in poverty. We've got wounded warrior here. There's strength in this poverty. There's strength in independence. Sometimes untempered. Yeah, like untempered balance. The decision. We've got High Priestess. Knight of Wands in reverse. This is stopping tempering, stopping, and longing, or watching, making a decision. Temperance could be a untempered imbalance, causing, so this is like starving someone out, right? So there's a High Priestess here trying to starve someone out. Knight of Wands. Untempered imbalance. Yeah, nothing coming in. So somebody was over here waiting for their ships to come in. Devil's sticking his head out here, look, see? With this Ten of Cups in reverse, there's no wish fulfillment. No wish fulfillment for the devil energy, and they're sad about it. Queen of Cups in reverse, and the Nine of Cups. This is come out again. The Emperor is here. A leader. Father figure. Something not working. There's no new beginning. There's something not working. There's something not working because they can't starve them out. Whoever this is, they can't starve them out of their resources. Under the moon. So there's something, we've got the Empress. Not holding back, Four of Pentacles under the moon. In the dark. Wow, I don't know what else to say. Let's pull some of the Moon Oracle on top of this, because this seems to be, the timing seems to be relevant here. Look, we've got power. Power. This is a battle of power, battle of wits. I just heard. It's about the timing, right? The moon, it's the moon winter solstice here in Australia. And the summer solstice on the other side of the world. So it's about the solstice. It's always about. It's very, very significant about the timing. And we've got the moon here. And this is the moon, and then we've got the moon here. Not holding back the heart, the Empress is not holding back. On exposing. The moon cycle, so the end of the moon, it was the cup, it was the crescent moon, like that. You know, the crescent goes under like that. It's the cup, so it's the receiving. Something about that. What do we need to clarify? Protection. Somebody's not protected. Somebody's not protected. They are vulnerable. Something could be backfiring. Tell us about this Ten of Swords and this offer, please, Spirit, of alliance or offer of stability. Assessing, somebody's assessing the situation and they're watching this with their what is it called? Telescope? Beauty is in reverse. It's an ugly sight. Somebody's looking over. This is ugly. This is ugly. Did I not say that somebody was looking through the window there? Where did that go? The Four of Swords. Someone was looking through the window and they could see the death, destruction. Did I say somebody was not? People were not protected. And I'm feeling they're assessing it and it's ugly. They don't like what they see. Sovereignty. Look at that. See what this is about? Sovereignty. The realization. Somebody's realizing that there's a sovereign nation, sovereign people. That's what they're chasing. That's what they're after. They're trying to knock out sovereignty. But they're not liking what they see here. There's something ugly going on here. Well, obviously, right? This Ten of Swords, making out there's an offer, and it's a Ten of Swords. Somebody's not coming. What is this? The Chariot in reverse. Chariot in reverse. The lie. There's a lie, see? The Chariot in reverse. There's a lie in the cup because they want power. Somebody's power is going to their head. Have we not seen this before? Did I say the past repeating itself? That's why the past is here. The lies about some people. They don't care about the deaths and the loved ones, the group, the people. Waiting for, what is this? Not moving away. They're not moving away. Wisdom. Or somebody's got wisdom. Somebody knows about. This could be backfiring. The waning Gibeahs. 22. 22 was the 22nd yesterday, right? Did the assault happen yesterday? 22nd was yesterday. Right after the 21st, which is the actual official. They always pick their times, right? 22nd. Did I say wisdom? They pick their times. They know their times. They know their cycles. Because it was the end of the cycle. The winter solstice. The shortest day. The 21st is the shortest day of the year. For us here. Does that mean it's the longest over there? Don't know. Sovereignty and reverse again, and the power of money. Sovereignty. Beginnings. The beginnings of sovereignty. Focus. Somebody's not focused. And a new beginning. Somebody's not focused. Where is that here? Focus in reverse. Attraction. Somebody wants a new beginning. $44. So we had 22, and now we've got 44. Wisdom and attraction. New beginning. Beginnings. Beginnings. Unfocused beginnings. This is the beginning of the assault. Unfocused attraction. I don't know if I missed the mark or whatever. Release. Ooh, my God. Masculine energy. Patience. Have faith. Spirit says. Releasing masculine energy. I feel like this is like the beginning to end the imbalance of powers. Because it will backfire. This is like an ego death, right? Release masculine, passionate. Ego death, too much ego. Got strength, wounded warrior, and Page of Pentacles, balance. Things are becoming into balance. I'm working backwards here though. This High Priestess, clarify this High Priestess. Resistance. Well, resistance. The resistance is untempered. This is like, you know, the resources, the lack of resources, the out of balance resources, and this is what the beginnings of the assault were that I was talking about. The beginnings of the assault was to put people into poverty, so they have to fight. They can't resist. Knight of Wands, resistance, Knight of Wands in reverse. week, right? But I don't feel like that's happened. Knight of Wands. The Truth is in reverse, and hunger. Oh, this is calling together the wolves. Oh my gosh, calling together the wolves. Now that's definitely a thing. The wolves seek trust. There's no trust in the wolves. Hungry, because so somebody's aligned. They're hungry, right? The wolves. There's no trust though in the camp. So what's an army when there's no trust? Right? See, this is what I was talking about. They were targeting the wolves. Now the wolves were sent out like after World War II. There was sovereignty given to like our scientists, Nazis and whatnot in America and in Australia and Canada, New Zealand. There was certain people that were given sovereignty, right, in those countries. And the youth that had already been programmed, the Hitler youth that had already been programmed, were dispersed around the world as well. And they were considered the wolves that would rise in the future. And they were like individuals placed all over the world. And this is the calling of the wolves. They're hungry. Oh my God, this is so deep. Ooh, but there's no trust here. Because why? Did these people become something else? Like this High Priestess here? The Knight of Wands is reversed. This is the wolves turning on the there's no trust here. This is the wolves that were programmed and sent out in the past. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm getting all this. The creation, this was part of the plan. This was the creation, the strategy. So what did I say about a very long, premeditated process? So they had set up their wolves all around the world, but there's no trust here, and there's resistance. So they're turning on them. But this will bring the actual balance of power, because what they feel that they're what they think is on their side is not. So there's no trust in this power. Queen of Cups. Realisation. They've realised too late. They haven't got the allies they thought. The power. And now they're sad. Because there's no new beginning here. Something hasn't worked. Emperor. The sovereign. Sovereignty. Self-reflection, the unexpected. Wow. The masculine. It didn't work for this masculine energy. Well, this masculine here is sovereign. And this Queen of Cups that was trying to accumulate all the resources, it didn't work. They haven't got a new beginning because this masculine is sovereign, is an emperor. This is an emperor, sovereign over his own empire. Oh my goodness, this is deep. Wow. So this offer over here, this Knight of Cups, what is this offer? Faith. Somebody's asking somebody to have faith, but but we've got the Ten of Swords here. Discernment. Somebody's saying to have faith in this offer of stability, but Spirit's saying to use one's discernment because there's a Ten of Swords here. It's a trap. Did I not say that this situation was ugly? But see, Queen of Wands didn't want to be left out. This could be somebody's ally, the star's ally, who's been investing, waiting for their ships to come in. And this is an ally, a partnership with the lovers here. Is this tell us about this ally here, please, Spirit? Peace. Someone wants peace. Let's hope for peace. They want peace, they don't want to be left out in the cold. Page of Swords. Nourishment. They need food. Somebody's seeing and somebody's got knowledge that people need nourishment and peace. People are hungry. No gratitude. Gratitude in reverse. Ungrateful. So what are they saying to people? They're ungrateful for nourishment. Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. Go for the Knight of Cups. Gratitude is in the upright. It flipped. Thank you. Ah, they want to be seen as the saviors. Damn. So this is resilience is here. Burden. So whoever this is caused this big burden, right? And then I'll go and hang on a minute. I'll just pause. Okay, so I just got interrupted because there was a man that lives in a house over yonder. Lost his dog. When the jets went over, his dog got scared and ran off. But I'd never met him before. So he seems friendly enough. I think that they squat in the house over there. It's the only other house around here. But anyway, he's lost his dog, so that could be significant. Anyway, the resilience. So this is like giving me, like, causing all this, you know, like disruption, this ugly disruption that's been assessed over here, causing that, and then coming in as like the saviour and expecting gratitude, you know, causing this for people, right? And then, oh, here we come, we'll come over, and expecting, like, you know, people begging because they're starving and, you know, they've destroyed everything. See how that's a deception? Coming in as a saviour. Like, it's like that energy of, you know, like somebody stealing from you and then trying to help you find whatever it is they've stolen off you. Coming back to help you, you know what I mean? Same old story though, right? This is the same old story. This is a repeat. Okay, so let's just throw a little bit of kipper over here. Separate. Alright. Who's handling this situation? We have a rich man. I'm just pause again for a